All right. TV show review time. So we're gonna do This Is Us. Whew. 2016 to 2022. 6 awesome, devastating, sad, funny years. Oh, fun. So, I finished watching it. Here's my thoughts. Because I put that series finale off for a while, but yeah, so I may not remember much about each season's highlights, but that'll probably change as I do this review. Kind of. The evolution between Kevin, Randall, and Kate is an fail. Take two. The evolution between Kevin, Randall, and Kate is and has been fun over the last 6 years. There we go. My only beef with this show is the need to focus on Jack so fucking much. That motherfucker, I can't stand him. Of course, I'm writing this as I'm watching Storm of the Century, another one I'll be reviewing before the series ends. And that's on the channel now. Everyone's evolution in the past 6 years has been interesting from their shit. God damn it. Fucking cunt. Damn. Spilled soda. Cocksucker. Bad luck. Great. We're off to a fun goddamn start. Okay. Everyone's evolution in the past 6 years has been interesting, from their rise and glory to their personal demonic downfalls. Yeah. I remember people bitched about having COVID in the series. That was funny. People wanted it to be free of the pandemic, but that's retarded given how every other show they've probably watched had 9/11 and other events incorporated into it. Like, seriously, how the fuck are you gonna bitch and moan about COVID and the pandemic in the storyline when every other show you watched just had terrorism aspects into it and you never cried about it? Seriously? Who's my favorite character in the series? I don't know yet. Who's the underrated character in the series? Sophie. I feel like if they moved away from Jack after his death, the show would have picked up more. Definitely. Like, still waiting on Rebecca and Miguel's relationship to be showcased. More on that later. Which version of the big three do I enjoy the most? I guess late teens. No. I do like the 3-part episodes with the big three, but I also feel they're excessive. Yeah, they really are. Excessive as in they could have been as special events done in 2-hour time slots versus 3 episodes. Like, seriously, you could. 3 episodes is literally 2 hours. You could have done it in a 2-hour time slot. Wouldn't have taken that long. Another thing that bugged me was Kate walking uphill in San Francisco without breaking a sweat. That was some bullshit. If that was me, I'd be sweating like a pig. Literally. Like, you can't honestly tell me that a girl Kate's size ain't sweating her ass off walking uphill in San Francisco in the heat. Like, not realistic. I do like Rebecca's black dress and sunflower collar. Yo, I remember those blocks Jack was playing with. Oh yeah, the blocks. Yeah. Kevin being uneasy about Elijah planning to propose to Madison is deep. Oh no, Jack got outside. Oh, that was good misdirection on how Jack got his head wound. Definitely. Because if you remember, the preview was about the grill that Toby bought. And the whole thing was leading that Jack burned his head on that grill. Totally good misdirection. But still nice. You know me, I like kid violence, damn it. Ooh, that fight between Toby and Kate, that's how the divorce started. Yeah. Although it probably started earlier on, but who knows. Toby's right about how that's how it is between the big three. He feels like the outsider who has to contend with not only Kate's POV, but her brother's always there to support her. It's hard to break a triumvirate like that. Yeah. It would take a heavy act to break the trio up in turn on one another. Easily. Damn. Kevin let Madison go of her emergency contact responsibilities only for her to want to keep him because she's the mother of their kids is endearing. It really is. Him accepting that she's happy about Elijah proposing shows he's finally matured. Definitely. Jack going to the park because that's where Kate and Toby are happiest is sad. Yeah. Ain't sad enough yet. Damn shame the plumbing broke the ceiling. Yeah, that's a bitch. That's a lot of goddamn money, too. Fuck. Rebecca recognizing the kid's triumvirate bond with the babysitter is true motherhood. Damn. That's one. These episodes are zipping by pretty quick. Yeah. Flash forward to Kate and Philip's marriage. Life could be much simpler if we lived it backwards. Literally the whole plot of the series in one goddamn line. I still kind of wish they would release a chronological cut of the series. That would be a lot more fun to watch. But, more on that later. So Toby wants to take the LA job wherever it takes, whatever it takes for their family to stay together. The couple's therapist is like, these motherfuckers need to leave so I can break out the whiskey and drown my shit away. Every therapist. If you're a therapist watching this, break it out. Well, then couples therapy is a bust. Kevin's dating the State Farm girl. Randall's running for office. Rebecca grew her hair out. Kevin's ex, Sophie, is at the engagement party. Kate and Philip singing Chumbawamba together. That was awesome. Toby's really become a casual gaslighting, passive-aggressive cunt towards Kate. Oh, yeah. God. Damn, Philip proposed and it's been 16 months since couples therapy. Ouch. Toby makes a valid goddamn point. He's living in Jack Pearson's shadow. Mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and charismatically, he is. Oof. Jack did set the bar high as fuck for Dad of the Year around. Good times and bad. That's a hard shadow to escape. It really is. That's like me with Jess. I set the bar. She set the bar so fucking high for me wanting conversation. And yeah, she lowered that by being immature. Good job, bitch. Kate might not see it, but Toby does. Man, Kate might be blinded by that shit. Who knows? Maybe Kate subconsciously in her ghost kingdom is married to Jack and it's the best life she could want. That's very possible. Toby and Philip's bar combo was deep. It's the death of their marriage and the blossoming rebirth of Kate's life with Philip. Watching Toby pack his things up reminded me of when I did the same at Rob's house. Oof. His side bitch's kid asked who I was, and she said, "That's nobody." Fucking twat. Kind of stung, but fuck the pair of them. Really, just fuck them. Fuck them kids. You know, I look at my parents' marriage, and they don't really love each other like they should. They just exist around one another. Shit, they don't even share the same bed anymore. Ooh. No big fight or anything. They just don't act married. They're on autopilot. It's sad to me because I wonder, is that going to be my fate should me and Bella get hitched in the future? I even asked her that too because I was just like, I don't fucking know. It hurts because I wish they'd act like they give a fuck about each other instead of going through the motions. You know what I'm talking about. It's like, like they used to be affectionate, but not anymore. Fucking Whitney Houston in the elevator. Kate and Philip's first date with the mariachi band. I noticed she looks like her mom with her hair that way, and when she's sitting outside, suddenly she looks like her teen self. Yeah. Damn, Jesus Christ. She was killed by a drunk driver after they broke up 5 minutes down the road. Oof, that hurt. Mm. It's nice seeing Philip find his happiness in Kate. That's a hard thing to find after tragedy hits hard. You have that hollow, yawning void that is never satisfied. And I mean never. Mine was never satisfied. I didn't. I don't even remember how the hell I satisfied that thing. I think just focusing on my writing, maybe. But after being consumed by it for so long, I did escape it. Made my peace, accepted it, learned from it, moved on. That's why I do. That's why I do my About Me videos. They help so much. It seems daunting to say that, but it's true. Hope does exist on the other end. Yeah. It's scary, but it's there waiting. Just gotta follow the signs. Kate finding her happiness and Toby not wanting him to go through with the divorce, which is days away, is so typical of first-time divorcees and breakups. He's doing good with the kids, but she realizes being apart is better versus what they had. Man, oh man, Toby's guilt tripping her, and that's his fear coming out in full force. I did the same shit to my ex-fiance. I told her that nobody would love her like I could. My words, no joke. She did herself out of a wedding ring and other shit I can't quite remember. Yeah. Yeah, I was a dick, but a sad son of a bitch who thought I knew everything and didn't know how to handle it. Really true. Damn, she even took the ring off. Oh, Philip took her to karaoke in Koreatown. Fun. Oh, damn. Fucking hand hurts. What do we got here? Shit, yeah, Toby took his ring off. The shadowing over both of them is symbolic of the end to their marriage and the journey they had together. She's right. Their marriage is over, but it's not how their story ends. Toby bought the house he wanted. Holy shit, time jump to Jack growing up. All them time jumps were fucking annoying, though. Like, I don't know. Plus, Toby with a new woman, Kate. Philip, Toby, and his GF are older now. Toby's new GF looks like off-brand Rebecca. True story. Kinda odd on that. Does that mean Toby has an Oedipus complex for Kate's mom? Who knows? Oh, and Jack's GF is there too. Toby promising that he'll never see it Kate's way. That's the wounded animal pride talking. Yeah. Then fast forward, Toby understands what she's saying. Fuck. Actually, let me. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna crack my wrist. That goes for a lot of couples. Yeah. You can be better as friends or fuck buddies versus long-term commitment. It's all about chemistry and energy. Vibes. And everybody knows that. Am I upset they divorced? Kinda, but not really. It's sad, but had to happen. Shit don't work out. How else does one go through a new genesis if not initiated by a catalyst? Co-parenting isn't the end of the world unless you make it that way. Sure, you'll be reminded of the colossal fuck-up you made and someone else found the treasure you treated like it had no worth, but kids need stability. Damn, Rebecca's Alzheimer's is kicking in when she said she was waiting for Jack to show up. Philip doing away with silly superstitions when seeing Kate in her wedding gown is something that's cool. Oh, yeah, okay. Took me a second. What? Do I believe in the superstition about seeing a bride before marriage and that it'll doom the effect? I don't know. I really don't know. I do like surprises, and not knowing what gown she picked would amp the excitement. Definitely. Senator Randall Pearson. I like that. Madison's dress looks very pretty. Kate's hair looks radiant. I do wonder what song Rebecca is going to sing. Kevin wrote vows and slept with someone. He did some fucking. Beth and Madison trying to figure out who Kevin slept with is hilarious. That was some funny shit. Sophie's married. Rebecca cut her hair like Princess Diana, and Randall wants his whole mom back. Kate's fine by it. Jack too. Kevin thinks she looks like Peter Pan. God. Philip makes a good point on letting Rebecca play her song later, hoping that her episode will pass when she finds the right key. She'll be right as rain. Beth and Madison's bridesmaid dresses match. Didn't notice that. It's shit that goes over my head. Like, being autistic, a lot of things will go over my head, and I won't realize it till like the last second. Kate saying Rebecca looks like He-Man. You look like He-Man. I get the hairstyle change, I really do. Some women do it out of spite or genuine change. They have it a certain way for a long time and decide, fuck it, let's chop it off. Like, I remember that one video I watched of some chick who decided to shave her head. She just shaved it. I'm really doing this. Okay, cool. Topanga did that and Corey still loved her. Yes. I remember that episode. It was interesting. I loved her fucking hair too. Man, she had some really thick long hair. It's funny, out of all the 90s brunette babes I was introduced to, Topanga never stood out to me. Which is so fucking weird. Sometimes change is good, sometimes change is bad. Just never know how it's gonna go. Miguel's hand is shaking. Early Parkinson's, perhaps. I do like the wine tasting. Randall does make a valid point that what if what's happening to Rebecca now is a precursor to something worse. Wow, she's hallucinating Kevin as Jack. Damn. Rough. Never thought about that dynamic in motherhood, being seen as just mom and nothing else. That's something I can apply to Star Wars Endgame. I think that's going to be on hiatus for a little bit. I don't know yet. That autopilot routine is a bitch, and I know how boring it can be. Yeah. Beth and Madison think it's Cassidy that he slept with. Sophie looks ravishing. Damn, Miguel snapping at Randall over wanting a day of normality is totally relatable. He's burdened by the fact of dealing with Rebecca's spells, and it's draining. That's reflected in his face and eyes. Randall saying Rebecca really looks like a pretty boy. And they're watching He-Man. Irony. Oh, Jack shaved his beard but kept his mustache. Kate and Philip got married. Wonder if there's extended scenes on Kate and Philip getting toasts. Yeah, there's a lot of that shit got trimmed. A lot of it. Randall's speech on time is so true. I fucking hate time speeding up. Philip offering to sing My Heart Will Go On if Rebecca has issues playing is loving and funny. Wow, she remembered the song. Damn, another fucking cliffhanger. So Kevin talked to Sophie in the vineyard, met the wedding singer at the bar, and had Cassidy in his room. Hootie bang. I don't know, I gotta dig up Robert Stack and we'll do some unsolved mysteries together. Zombie Robert Stack. Brains. I do like the shot of Kevin and Sophie walking through the vineyard field. That's my favorite shot out of the show. Honestly, it really is my favorite one. Sophie standing in the doorway. That's how I felt for Jess back in high school. Fuck. Yeah. Fun history lesson here. Back in high school, she walked through the double glass doors and shit clicked into place. Like, my heart stopped beating for a second. Like, crazy. And I was like, am I going to see that chick again? I did. Now you know how it fucking ended. Fuck. Madison's dress looks fantastic, as does her hair. Sweet and old car. I love old cars, and I like big trucks too. But specific ones. It's Madison's bra. I rewound it back because there's a small, brief down blouse shot, and you can see the top of her bra. Go back to that episode. I'm telling the truth. Oh man, it reminds me of my cousin's wedding last year. The photographer who didn't give my cousin all the pictures, but a long story, had a purple leopard bra, and how did I know? She was beside me shooting the cake being cut, and I had a beautiful view down her shirt. Yes, I'm a perv, and damn it, I'm proud of it. Did I get her number? No, I didn't get her fucking number. Nah, even my other cousin offered to be my fucking wingman on that shit. She's a trip. Her wing woman, wingman, who gives a fuck? Kevin learning that Sophie and her mom would go thrifting when money was tight shows he didn't know everything about her. Honestly, over the past 6 years, the series has only highlighted important moments between Kevin and Sophie, along with everyone else. Never the little things, and if they did, it was brief. Yeah. Kevin beaming over his kids is adorable. Pockets of peace. I know what that feels. I know what that feels like. I have many of those. Wow, she's a traveling nurse now. He should have called her last year over Nikki's chin cut. She's divorced? How? Going through the motions of a marriage relationship. I can relate. Been there, done that. When I was with Allie, every time we had a talk, it was literally me lighting a cig, reassuring her nothing was wrong, and grazing the surface of our problems. Yeah. Emotionally retarded. I was emotionally retarded in that relationship. We both were. My unwillingness to admit shit, her illness is getting in the way. Because she had, for those who don't know, she had schizoaffective, bipolar, borderline personality, manic depressive, depression, and something else. Yeah, mixed bag of fun. But she was an amazing woman, but damn, them motherfucking illnesses. The worst thing about her was accusing me of checking out every girl I saw, even when I wasn't looking. Oof, that shit still infuriates me, but not as bad as it used to. When you mentally check out of a relationship marriage, it's bad. I get it though. Sometimes you gotta step back and think, is this worth it? Is it gonna last? Are they worth fighting for? In Allie's case, I stayed out of fear of being alone. It was a relationship. Yeah, relationship. You know that word. I was right about Sophie's brawl. I get the not being able to fast forward through their history together. It's a lot. It also shows how Kevin's stuck in the past versus the present. Him saying it smells like herbal essences as past cognitive recall and his olfactory sense of smell. I don't even remember what Allie smelled like. I really don't. Scent is a strong attraction with me. Well, definitely. You put on the right shit? Fuck. That's one layer of a woman that will always get me. Easily. Sophie was right to leave despite her ovaries clapping wildly for him. I heard that shit. She was like... And then she left the room and there was like... Oh, man. I was actually wrong about the bra originally. I thought it was the wedding singers. She had bigger titties. Oh, my. The napkin notes belong to the wedding singer. Good lyrics, too. Oh, lyricist. My bad. Didn't fuck the wedding singer. Damn. Why does Cassidy's dress have a bra clasp at the neck? Odd. That was odd. Oh, Cassidy considers Kevin her bestie. That was sweet. Poor guy's got blue balls. Rebecca's right about timing. I've said that many times in my life. Right place, wrong time, wrong place, right time. Also find the goddamn irony of Kevin getting Sophie when she's single is parallel to me wanting to talk with Jess. It's so gay. Oh, fuck. All these motherfucking signs. They drove me nuts. Motherfucking signs. What were the goddamn signs, you ask? Well, I'll tell you what the fucking signs were. Kevin and Sophie. 20 years between them. 20 years for me. 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones. And just little nuances in between. I'm like, this is fucking perfect. I can actually tell her. It's the time to tell her. No, it wasn't the time to tell her. Wow, I lost my toothpick. Fuck. Oh, Christ. Whatever. I love how Randall has such deep faith in Kevin not screwing up with Sophie this time around. No, he kept a Valentine first since she was little and they kissed. Ugh, there's even a 20-year parallel. Man, this episode made me cry hard. Fuck. Yeah, it did. On the bright side of things, Nurse Layla had a nice ass. Yeah, I'm an ass man. Miguel's Poppy looks like my grandfather, but I can't remember his Poppy's name. Yeah, I don't remember. Miguel brings up a good point. Oh, okay, I know. Okay, I know what I'm talking about now. Yeah. Ow. That hurt. Miguel brings up a good point with his father moving them to the U.S. Miguel proposed to Shelly and had a kid and divorced. Damn. Gotta love being compared to Jack. Granted, he's the gold standard in parenting, but some bitches, you need a checkup. God. If you set a high-ass bar based on one person, no one else is going to satisfy you because they aren't them. That's bad. Have no expectations, you get better results. It's the truth. Let's see here. Rebecca getting outside in the snow reminds me when Mom tried to escape her room at Cross Keys. Yeah, bad day. Bad-ish day. She had her stuffed dog Sam with her, and while that sounds cute, it was not. She was a fall risk. Nurse thought it was cute, but they got her back in the room safe and sound. My aunt didn't think it was cute either. She was pissed. Ooh, she lit the motherfucker up over that shit. Ooh, Miguel falling in the snow ain't good either. Can't have two cripples in the same house. Because then it turns into gang warfare. Get. Damn, Miguel's dad died. Shit makes me wish I had more time with Mom. No. I did take her for granted, but I think she knows I never meant to. Love is giving without expectation. Literally how I roll. Like, I love a lot of people, and I don't expect much from them. I really don't. I mean, the low end, the top priority, communication. Thank you, Jess. But, like, high end, I don't know. Maybe a hangout. Don't even get that. Yeah, I never expect anything in return aside from combo. Miguel and Poppy's death is his new genesis, and in that he reached out to Rebecca. Always baby steps. Always take baby steps. Seeing Rebecca freak out, I'm grateful Mom didn't get to that point with her dementia and Alzheimer's. I'm really glad she didn't. Well, she did have some minor freakouts, but none like hardcore. Like a good example of this is when she would get sick with pneumonia or whatever, it would fuck her whole mentality up completely. It would just fuck it up. And it sometimes took her 2 to 3 weeks to get back on track. It was bad, but Miguel and Rebecca having a dinner date. How adorable. I know how he feels about not belonging anywhere. All the time I wasted trying to fit in when I just wasn't on the same wavelength as everyone due to my autism. Even being half black, people never knew. They just assumed I was basic like them. Surprise. That's why I go by Oreo. Others saw the difference and brought it up, which I am grateful for. Leaving anywhere is a hard decision because that's a forced new genesis that you gotta be ready to undertake. If you're not, shit can backfire easily. Or badly. I forced that and look how it ended up. Fuck. But from the bad, good emerges in an odd way. Oh, Miguel and Rebecca kissed and bumped uglies. Woot! That's how babies are made. Both of them make a valid point on never talking about Jack. Awkward family gathering. Layla told Kate, Randall, and Kevin about Miguel falling. I get not wanting help. I come from a family like that where it's seen as welcomed but is immediately followed by a ridicule. Literally. Kevin got in touch with Miguel's son. Miguel died. Yeah, damn, that hurts, but I still feel like they didn't explore enough of Rebecca and Miguel. Yeah. This episode does wrap up everything between them, but I just don't know. Retrospectively, there's more on Miguel and Jack versus Miguel and Rebecca. Yeah. There really is. Like, Miguel got the shaft. Oof. More on that later. 3 more episodes left. I ain't ready for this shit. God. I feel like Miguel got cheapened in the end. He really did. I do love the evolution of everyone, but damn, he got the shaft. Hard. But I guess being the only other mainstay minority on the show, one had to go. More on that later. Hate saying it, but it's kind of true. I also just realized that during the Future House flashbacks, Miguel wasn't in them. Wow. They killed him off early on. Man, oh man. Rebecca asking for Miguel. That's rough. I remember when Mom would get that way about wanting to go home. Eventually she got over it, but there were random times it would pop up. Wow, Kevin's got the Manny series finale to do. Whew. I do feel Nikki and Edie is rushed. Could have had more time to evolve. Best smart taking Philip and Sophie to the cabin so the big three can have a family meeting. I can honestly say that Randall is definitely the favorite in the family based on how he defended Kate at the party. That's also based on how Rebecca said he was easier to raise growing up, and it does show. Retrospectively, that is very true. He went out and did everything without little guidance, whereas Kevin and Kate needed parental help most of their lives. Therapy cat. Best right about Randall needing the present to present his case to Kate and Kevin. 7 days removed from Miguel's death. That's rough. Christ. I don't even remember where the fuck I was 7 days after I lost Crystal or anybody. Christ. Beth and Sophie doing Randall and Kevin's routine arguing was funny, but so fucking honest. The schisms between the big three always fascinate me, but Kate's honesty about being a dud I can understand and identify with. Beck has told me that she was correcting mistakes she made raising me by doing better with Jean. Her words, not mine. Yeah. Fear of the Tooth Fairy. Yeah, fucking Beck. What a cunt. I hate my mother. I don't know about that makeup. She looks like an old-time whore. Yeah. If that offended you, I don't give a flying fuck. She looked like an old-time whore. Randall's got a valid point. Kevin did make a beautiful home, but leaving her alone is so wrong, even with full-time help. Baby Kate is adorable. I never had real Chinese food. Never. Unless you count General Tso's chicken, but Philip learning the blessing slash burden percentage shows how much he's in for down the road. Rebecca being on her own while Jack is away highlights the struggles of single parenting. Yeah. Haley's fave food is huevos ranchos. Toby's right about Kate switching personas around Kevin and Randall. Beth ran into Randall like she didn't want to. Gotta love that shit. Kevin building the house in hopes that it would rekindle old childhood memories with Rebecca is bittersweet. I also love how Sophie can bring the truth out of Kevin with a tone and a look. That's a rare ability to possess. I have that ability and I fucking hate it sometimes. Kate's right about Randall and Kevin not seeing Rebecca like she does. Kevin and Sophie, Madison and Elijah, Nikki and Edie are going to move into the big house so Rebecca's not alone. It's smart thinking, honestly. Kate, Philip, and Beth and Randall, along with their kids, are going to visit Old Man Kevin and Senator Randall. Fuck. 2 more episodes and it's over. Beth is right about Randall not being able to see beyond Kevin and Kate's past selves. They aren't the same people from back then. Change brings positive or negative effects, depending on how you act or what you project. Who's Marcus? Where's Dom? Where's the rest of Delta Squad? Tune in to Gears of War. Damn, Rebecca looking more frail. Like that, I like that red dress she's got on. What's she doing on the train with William? Oh man, old man Kevin with drooping eyes. Oof. Oh wow, Randall and Haley have a secret handshake. That was so cool. That's adorable. Philip with a mustache. Wonder what Kate's doing in London. Chinese takeout. I feel Randall's disorientation with doing normal shit when Rebecca's nearing death. Deja's pregnant. Marcus is working on pancreatic tumor research and he limps. Marcus and whoever that chick is are in the hospital waiting room after the car wreck. They didn't say who the fuck she is. Cute. Best goodbye to Rebecca hurts. She knows Deja's pregnant. Dr. K serving drinks on the train. It's cute how Beth feeds Randall. Rebecca has a Vesper. Kevin and Randall through the years. Oof. That train was rough. Dr. K's speech to Rebecca was beautiful. Sophie, Toby, and Annie's goodbyes were deep. The reminiscing in the living room was nice. Kevin and Randall are with Rebecca. Pilgrim Rick. God, that reminds me of Ranger Rick. Not just the book from my childhood in the 90s, but a... When me and Allie were first together, we were making out down Tollgate Road in Hanover at night at the pond. That pond down that road, beautiful fucking pond. Well, was a pond. When there was a lake, and that lake, I don't know, something happened to that fucking lake that's now dirt now. But yeah, fucking park ranger spooked us. God, that was so funny. See, there were some good times with Allie, but not many that I can remember. No, there's my toothpick. Sweet. Okay. Miguel. Fuck. Malik wants to marry Deja. Marcus is with his friends at the dinner, bummed over losing funding to his department. Jack met with Marcus's dad the night the house burned down. Oh, hell, that's too much. Ooh, man. The big 3 goodbyes. William's farewell to Rebecca is so deep and true about looking at the bigger picture. Dr. Marcus Brooks gets honor for discovering a cancer cure. Rebecca passed away with Jack by her side in bed. Why do Rebecca's lips look weird? Like they're outlined weirdly. They did look fucking weird. Jesus. Her recounting the playground memory of how she got that scar, how she got her scar that Jack never noticed was interesting. She didn't care about getting hit only when it was time to leave. I remember those days. My fave childhood memory was playing with my Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars in the back seat of the car. That was awesome. I'd have entire stories revolving in my head while pushing them around. So much fun. Not a care in the world, just me and my cars. Yeah. I feel like the future flashes could have been longer. Yeah. Randall struggling with the eulogy reminds me when I spoke at Crystal's funeral. No plans, just words. Covered that in 9/13/13 vid. Yeah. I do regret not speaking at Mom's funeral. Yeah. I was her favorite, and I couldn't even bring myself to go up and say a few words. There's so much pain. Beth banging out worst case scenarios is funny but realistic. Oh God. Toby saying Rebecca and him are extraordinarily proud of her and that he'd make stupid faces at her in the weight loss group is the final piece in their puzzle. Now they both have closure between them. I get him wanting the final word. I'm the same way. Although when I do it, it's from decades of gaslighting and not having my say in an argument. Yeah. Retrospectively, Jack did a damn good job raising it. Kevin's insecurity over not doing pull-ups is pretty common. Ouch. Fuck. Rebecca's faith in him to become who he's supposed to be is unfathomable to me. It really is. It's realistic, but I don't remember a single time my cunt mother was ever supportive of me, so that's hard to relate to. Nikki's right about not caring about anything. That's how I operate sometimes. Oh. Policeman. Nikki called Kevin a dick. That was funny. Randall being called Fuzz reminds me of two things from high school. A lot of high school shit popping up. Christ. When I showed my stomach to, I think, Katie Valenta and Nikki Halver, both of them looked at each other surprised that I had body hair. Yeah. Second was Justin Mikulski in school suspension calling me a freak and a weirdo for having leg hair. Retrospectively, I didn't know why they acted that way. Introspectively, they'd never seen body hair before. Yeah. It's just funny. Like, that was 2002, 2003. So, yeah, I hit puberty pretty hard. Yeah, like, I has the chest hair. Man hair. And actually, when I think I mentioned this in one of my About Me vids. Or maybe I didn't. Or another one. I don't know. I always wanted to have Scott Hall's chest hair. I always grew up thinking I would have that. I sort of do. I'm happy about that. Funny story about Justin in middle school. That motherfucker. Oh, Jesus Christ, I misspelled it. Ran headfirst into the glass doors. Binder shield in his head, ended up going to the hospital. Dumb fuckhead. He's a fucking idiot. Jack taught Randall and Kevin how to shave. I never had any help with shaving aside from Dino telling me to go with or against the grain. That's all I remember. Jack's right about collecting little memories and looking back. It is strange the things you remember. It really is. Wish the eulogy had been extended instead of condensed. Yeah, but I guess they condensed it because they didn't want it to be, super fucking sad, but... Randall's POV on how pointless things are now that Rebecca's dead is true. It's hard to just function, hell, even have a coherent thought. On to the point where saying sorry to me is hollow as fuck. Yeah, you tell me you're sorry and don't fucking say that to me. Never, ever fucking say that to me. I hate it. It's pathetic. You don't mean it, you're just mimicking the motions. I'm sorry for your loss. Why apologize for something you didn't cause? They're gone. How are you going to make me feel better? You can't. When death hits, you're numb for a while until you find your way back. It's bittersweet that Randall was terrified of losing her and now it's happened. The culture shock he avoided is upon him. William's right about being a grandfather. It's unconditional love, but in a limited capacity until Reaper comes along calling for you. Or in this case, Betty White. And you know she'd be a bitchin' reaper, too. This one time in St. Olaf? I'm like, no, you're gonna kill me. Don't tell me a story about St. Olaf, you bitch. Oh, God. Oh, man. Deja's naming her grandson William. That's adorable. Randall's joy about finding out his grandson is so relatable. If you never had kids, you won't get it. Those with kids know the struggle of hoping for a boy or a girl after having many of one. Personally, I don't care for the 10 scale. Too cliche and misogynistic. That shit is only for movies, not people. Like, how are you going to rate a person? And yeah, I've rated some, but I'm not like that with everybody. Kevin asking, what do we do without parents? And that's a hard one. Some don't know how to function while others adapt and overcome. Kate's going to open up music schools for the blind. Kevin's focusing on nonprofit. Randall's going for the DNC convention with deep fried Oreos. I've never had those. Kate's nightmare is that they'll drift apart. Pretty common among siblings. But it's loving how if Kate drifted, both of them would drift after her. Jack's right about how you don't walk away from something that's put right in front of you for a reason. I had to do it with Jess, though, but whatever. I'm trying not to make this a whole Jess video. It's frustrating. Rebecca being scared is highly relatable. There's some deep personal shit. I fear dying alone because I'm so used to being abandoned left and right that I don't know how to process having someone by my side sometimes. I don't know how to... I don't. I wonder who I'd see when I die. Crystal, Mom, or someone else I completely forgot about. I know when I die, it'll be a big funeral because so many of them will be random strangers who knew me from sitting on the stoop. Eh. Others will be close friends I put energy into and shared memories with. If I'm very lucky, my kids and Bella will be there too. Did I cry at the finale? Yep, still crying. Oh my. The series as a whole is definitely a 9.5 out of 10. I'm glad I didn't bawl in this video. It's hard though, but I want to, but don't need to. Only reason it's not an 11 is from shafting Miguel and Randall's other two girls. Yes. Who's evolved the best in the end? I'll go with Kevin. He also matured the best too. I added Randall's two girls because Deja got the most attention overall. Yeah. They were equal in the early seasons, but Deja and Malik took over. Even Tess and her GF got sidelined. That's sad. That brings the score down to 9 out of 10. Though, if I'm being honest, 8.7 out of 10. That was a golden opportunity to explore Tess's GFs, but oh well. I fucking hate it. Who's the underrated gem in Evolution? Nikki, but William too. I do hate how the series focused so hard on Jack 90% of the time. Yeah, I get he's the patriarch, but damn, you can move away from him. It's like the fucking OT in Star Wars. It's in every goddamn thing. Oh, we got a new series coming out. Oh, yay! It's OT focused. God damn it. I've done multiple videos on that shit. Which era of the big three did I enjoy? Kids, because they were funny and adorable. Yeah. Which era is underrated? Teen years. My point of view changes now and then. It's wild how Kate became the matriarch now. I also know if something like this came out back then, Kate would have focused on losing weight versus accepting it. Yeah, easily. Would the series have worked in the 90s or 2000s better? If it was in the 80s, you would have had the melodramatic music and exaggerated close-ups. I'm gonna lose weight. Do 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 do. That bullshit. Oh my god, she lost 50 pounds. Oh my god, Toby's built like a brick shithouse. Rebecca's dead. Oh god. I wish they did like a close up shit like let's see here. Because we're almost done. 90s would have fit well. Look how Roseanne, Full House, Family Matters, and Party of Five did. Easily. 2000s, it would have been interesting. There was a tonal shift in programming, but I'll say it would have lasted a season, then canceled due to viewers not understanding the era shifting, although Lost paid off. I think TNT would have picked it up a few years later and continued it until its end. Then it would have become an underrated gem of that decade. Plus, TNT produced some high-end content with A-listers like Noel, Bad Apple, and yes, even Hulk Hogan, abysmal as he is. And when I say A-listers, I'm talking actors, not those films in particular. Just the casting I remember from them two films. Or FX might have picked it up since they were doing edgy content. Yeah, This Is Us isn't really edgy, but given the era shifting, that's pretty edgy concept, especially for an interchangeable cast. Hell, HBO might have grabbed it, but who knows. Best arc from the series: the tie between Teen Kate and Kevin and Madison. Who's my fave character? Toby, I guess. He popped in my head when I asked that question. I'm like, really, Toby? I don't know. Would I change anything? Less Jack, more everybody else. Expand on Tessa's relationships. Miguel and Rebecca's relationship should have been at the forefront. Tess and Annie, the teen years, college years. The greatest highlight of the series is the vast intricacies between past, present, and future within the Pearson clan. Even those aren't fully connected to... Oh, even those that aren't fully connected deserve a little bit of spotlight. Yeah. Hardest part of the series, Jack's death followed by Williams. Who did I like best? Sophie. The only other show I can compare this to is Sisters. Yes, that show. Of course, I haven't seen it since early 90s. I do remember it was hella mature for the time. And dealt with era shifts too. Yeah. But those were flashback memories. They weren't like, shifting in time, but most of it was. You know what I mean? Do I want more seasons? Fuck no, I'm good. Will this series last into the future? Of course. But something else will probably outdo it. It's definitely in the top 5 NBC shows for me. Top 5 NBC: Homicide, Third Watch, Heroes, ER, and then This Is Us. Hard to believe 6 years has come and gone. Who's the underrated wife? Beth in Spades. Kind of surprised the finale wasn't 2 hours long. Yeah, it was surprising. Most shows tend to do that. Will I rewatch in the future? I don't know. It would take an odd new genesis for me to even consider that. So, that is my long ass review on This Is Us. Oh, man. Yeah. So, if you enjoyed This Is Us, if you had a great time watching it these past 6 years, awesome, you made it to the end. If you didn't care for it and you want to watch it now, go for it. Man. It's rough, though. It's good, but it's rough. But, yeah. Oh, so much evolution. Jesus Christ. That's so much detail. And that was short. This is short review. I'm at 54 minutes. Imagine if I did all 6 seasons. It was multiple paragraphs, Christ. So, yeah. So that's how I feel about the show. So, I'm going to get off of here, upload these vids, and actually I'm going to chat with my girl, because I have a surprise for her. So, till next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.